I'm Jeremy.
I'm AJ.
And these are Extraordinary Times. Welcome back for another episode of the Extraordinary Times and our first story of the day.
The Olympics. Time to be super patriotic, to just wear red, white, and blue, root for the U.S. team, and just be as American as you possibly can. And evidently the American team didn't get the memo because all of their clothes have been made in China. Ralph Lauren has been donating the clothing, or at least been making the clothing for the United States Olympic team. And, well, when ABC News looked at the tags, it all said made in China. Not only that, they could have actually been made in the United States, if they'd chosen a little bit better, and been cheaper. I mean, the ridiculous prices, like $125 for a tie, $795 for a blazer, and not only that, the more expensive clothes belong to the men.
Which is crazy. Speaking of crazy, they're actually banning this huge laundry list of things from the Olympics, from people bringing them, like vuvuzelas, which is actually a good thing because those are annoying. Bottled water, long lens cameras, Che Guevara shirts, which, by the way, are stupid also. But moving on, it's actually a really extensive list of things that people just won't be able to bring with them, like a lot of food, for instance, if they were going to go picnic. Apparently they can't do that anymore. So to that I say, welcome to London.
And on over to Jackson, Michigan. A woman named Linda Chase has been watching NASCAR for a while, and you're like, okay, so what? People do that.
NASCAR! Go America!
Except that she's been watching it with her dead companion, I guess?
They live together.
Or anything. They live together, whatever, for the last 18 months.
Or so. They don't really quite know, because he's been there a while.
He just kind of fell asleep, she said, and just kind of passed away. I've been bored to death watching NASCAR.
I might get another left turn! It's so exciting!
Either way, his family didn't really have a good connection with him. Eventually called and tried to figure out where he was, and they figured out. So yeah, she's probably going to jail because she's been accepting his Social Security checks as well. So, yeah, weird.
For those of you who actually still care about the Katie Holmes-Tom Cruise breakup, there's actually some new insight as to what she did to get around the fact that she's probably been stalked by Scientology people for a while. So, go check it out. It's really cool. It involves, like, cell phones and stuff.
And on down to the Caribbean, where a new bug has been named after Bob Marley, actually. Figured it was a good tribute to the singer, reggae, icon, whatever. I don't know much about Bob Marley, and I just know he's awesome. Either way, you look at the bug, and you're like, hey, it looks like it has dreads. The only thing for me is it's also a parasite. I'm not sure why they wanted to name the Nathia Marley parasite after Bob Marley, but whatever.
Peace and love and sucks the blood of fish. So to combine the last two stories, speaking of parasites and things you may still not care about, Obama recently released an ad about Mitt Romney that calls him this, horrible China-supporting outsourcing person. We'll put that video right about here over my stomach. And over on AJ's stomach, we'll put the ad for Romney calling Obama a dirty, rotten liar. And you can compare the two. But the facts are, well, Bain Capital came out with a statement to clarify a few things that Mr. Obama talked about, and it reads, Mitt Romney left Bain Capital in February 1999 to run the Olympics, which were in Salt Lake, that's an aside for you guys, and has had absolutely no involvement in the management or investment activities of the firm or any of its portfolio companies since the day of his departure. And it goes on to really kind of fully explain that, but that's the gist of it. He had nothing to do with Bain Capital from February of 1999 on. Surprise.
New York is decided to do something about its payphone problem. I didn't realize there was a problem, but evidently people have been complaining they're ugly and they attract crime and all that. Well, their idea is to turn them into free Wi-Fi hotspots. Awesome idea. Now, eventually they'll probably have to put in ads and stuff, and when you first log in, it does direct you directly to the tourist website, whatever. This is an awesome idea. You know, this is definitely people are going to be using it. It gets broadcasts up to 300 feet with a military-grade antenna. I mean, awesome. Everybody uses Wi-Fi.
Except me with my ghetto old phone, but you know what? It works, and all your newfangled smartphones have been buzzing about the floods here in Houston. I know that. But we move on to our last story of the day. Speaking of, smart stuff, an algorithm has been shown to the public that apparently takes raw data from the internet and turns it into news. And apparently, news websites and newspapers websites have been using this algorithm, and several like it, to produce news, or at least produce a semblance of news, which for me, I want to say it's a good thing, because it makes people's jobs easier and gathers data and blah blah blah. But at the same time, if you try and take this algorithm and make it actually think in sentences and write sentences out of the raw data, you are dumbing down the news.
Fortunately, they haven't gotten too far with it. Give you a little sample part of a sentence here. Wall Street is high on Wells Fargo is one of the things it's come up with. So it's not going to get any of the massive news or anything. It's just going to do numbers, any raw data it can, and give any interesting stories to the human reporters. So we're not going to lose our jobs to them darn computers anytime soon.
Hopefully. But thank you so much for watching this ridiculous little show. It's a lot of fun for us, so thank you for participating. And, if you want to, you can like it over here, favorite it over here, and subscribe if you really enjoyed it, and share us with your friends so that, we can feel like you love us. Please. I'm Jeremy.
I'm AJ.
And these are extraordinary times. Be aware.
Shave me! Behold the vase.
Olympic news.
Who's covering it? London, not...
You were definitely supposed to start just then.
I'm so sorry.